again, I know we disconnect there because both of us, we're like, okay, so words now, so that's just something that I have to dig in more.
Yeah, but I'm believing it, so you're saying it well, and that's half the battle, You're saying the power of beauty, beautiful women, the power of being beautiful makes women dishonest faster than honesty makes someone beautiful, That, like, beautiful, I believe that's, from what it is into a God, then the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness, That honesty can't make people beautiful. Well, beauty makes people, makes honest people dishonest, but honesty can't make someone beautiful. I thought this was a paradox, but now it seems like it's true. And, I thought you were different. I thought even though you were beautiful, you could be honest. And now I know that that's not true. And all my dreams are shattered. I loved you once. I loved you, and now I know that you're a liar. I think that's what you're saying. Does that make sense?
Can we start from the beginning instead?
Of the scene? Yeah, but before we do that, I feel like there's the section that I'm not getting, that's not tracking for me is starting with get me to a nunnery.
Okay.
What you're telling her to do. You're saying, go to a nunnery. Why? What's your next line?
Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners?
Yeah, what's the point in, why should you ever become a mother? Because if you are, you'll just be a breeder of sinners. And then use yourself then create of yourself an example. For example, go ahead.
I am myself indifferent, honest. But yet I could accuse me of such things as it were better my mother had not borne me.
Is indifferent honest a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm moderately honest.
I'm pretty honest.
I'm honest.
That's a good thing.
I'm indifferent honest. But yet I could accuse me.
Yeah.
But yet I could accuse me of such things as it were better my mother had not borne me. I'm very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do crawling between
so that's
the
the end of the thought there.
Yeah.
So make sure you phrase. That's the first thing you got to do with Shakespeare is track the thoughts. So you were getting there. You know what? I'm a pretty good guy, and yet I have all these faults. I'm ambitious. I'm revengeful. I'm this. I'm that. And so many things that it would have been better if my mother hadn't even given birth to me. I have all these faults. So what does that mean? And that's what you're saying in that whole sentence. And then we get to, what should such fellows as I do? Crawling between earth and. So that's a whole different thought. And what are you doing with that thought? What are you saying there? What should such, go ahead, do you know the line?
What should such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves, we're young thieves.
Yeah.
All. Believe none of us. I'm telling her that.
Yeah, so you're saying, okay, so here I am, I'm a pretty good guy. That whole thing before was I'm a pretty good guy, and yet I'm ambitious, I'm horrible, I'm this, I'm that, And I'm just like every other guy my age. So what should, we are errant knaves, basically, the context of it is, why would you want to have anything to do with any of us? We're all horrible people. The only option for you is become a nun. It's the only answer. It's the only answer. Is what I think basically he's trying to say, yeah?
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things as it were better my mother had not borne me. I'm very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves, all. Believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens.
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Go thy ways to a nunnery, and quickly too. For if thou wilt needs marry, marry a fool, for wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go.
Sweet heavens, restore him.
I have heard of your paintings, too. Well enough. God has given you one face, and you make yourselves another. You jig, you amble, and you lisp, and nickname God's creatures, and make yourself your wantonness, your ignorance. Go to, on the bond. It has made me mad. I say we will have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one, shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go.
Oh, what a noble mind is here overthrown. The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword. The expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and the mould of form.
I want to stop you because I want to pick this up.
Okay.
I think it will help you. I think it will. Tim, come on back. I think it will actually help you. Just, it feels very false to me for you to talk about him in the third person when he's still in the room.
Yeah, wait.
You know what I mean? When he says,
exactly. When I'm like,
oh,
okay,
okay, oh my God. You know,
yes.
Let him leave. And then, just, oh my God, what's happened, And don't be afraid to, whenever Shakespeare says, oh, that means, oh, it means like there's something going on in you, in your body that you can't express with any word.
Okay.
It's so, oh my God, what has happened,
Yeah.
It's, you gotta be breathing like gangbusters here.
Right.
You gotta be breathing through this scene. This is the man you love.
Yeah.
You would do anything for him. And he's just like, he's all over the place now. He's telling you he never loved you. He's telling you humans aren't worth living. He's telling you you should never give birth. I mean, he's saying all kinds of different things to you, Just allow that, just take it, breathe and take it in and really try and live in the circumstance of him actually doing this. And then he leaves the room. What's happened to, share it with us if you want to. Or share it with your God,
Okay.
But don't be afraid to go there, And you have two opportunities to do that. And if you leave all the way,
Right.
I think that will help her.
It'll help me too.
Yeah, and then for you, it's just like, oh my God, I'm not done yet, and you have something else to say, something else came to your mind. And again, I think you can be more specific in differentiating when you're talking about her father, when you're talking about all guys, just make sure you're on the specific arguments you make each time. That speech, by the way, was much, much better, very much more clear, I thought. And so now it's all good, everything